Welcome back to Transaction Care. My name is Lillian Hernandez, but you can call me Lily. And in today's episode, it's going to be a fun one. You know why? Because this is the number one question I get in my inbox, in my comments, in my DMs, in person. And that is how to become a real estate transaction coordinator. Yes, we're going to go through this in this entire video, so make sure you watch all the way through the end. But before we get into today's topic and have some fun, because it will be fun, are you subscribed? And if you're not, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, please, because it's very important that you stay connected, you stay in tune as to when I drop a new vlog every single week, because that is my commitment. This is my lifestyle. This is no longer a drop a vlog when I feel like it. No, I am committed to helping you on your journey, on your path in becoming self-employed, a realtor, a transaction coordinator, just having a stronger mindset. And in order to do that, I also must honor my commitments and show up. So with all that said, please hit that subscribe button. And if you want to learn about any of my other services, such as transaction coordination, coaching, trainings, and joining my private TC community membership, go ahead and visit my website, transactioncare.com. Everything will live there. You can find it. I made my website as simple and easy to navigate that even my 4-year-old niece can go on there and click buttons and figure things out. So go check it out, transactioncare.com. Now let's jump into today's video. It's a friendly reminder. These are 7 suggestions that could potentially help you in your journey and in advancing your career as a real estate transaction coordinator or simply as a real estate professional. In all of my coaching sessions, these are some things that I have suggested to many of my customers and clients and have helped them on their journeys. And if I have helped you in your journey, please leave a comment. Say, hey, it was me. She helped me. But also, I am not an attorney. I am not your realtor. I'm not your broker. I am not your boss. I am not your mother. I am simply here as a vessel to relay this information to you based on what I have gathered on the internet, as well as through my own personal life experience and business experience in this industry for 20 plus years. My 7 suggestions and potential ways for you to become a real estate transaction coordinator today. Let's go. This is your opportunity to grab a pen and paper or take some notes on the side, okay? But bookmark this video and come back to it and watch it. And again, schedule a session with me. Number 1, education, education, education. Number 2, intern or assist for another broker, realtor, or TC. Number 3, apply for a job. Number 4, start your own company. Number 5, start off as a realtor or a broker and then transition into becoming a TC. Number 6, help a realtor friend or family member on the side. And finally, watch my content, subscribe, and schedule a one-on-one coaching session with me. And always market yourself as often as possible. Even if you're just having coffee with a friend and you're telling them, hey, I'm changing careers. What do you think? You know anyone? Well, we're going to get into all of these 7 suggestions right now, break it down, give you some more insight and detail as to how I've done it or helped others accomplish this in their journey. Number 1, let's break down education, education, education. Education is always going to be my number 1 rule in anything and everything that I do or suggest to someone embarking in a new career, especially if they're coming from another field of work, such as the medical field, music industry, whatever the case may be. Real estate is its own beast. And you may not need a college education to get a license, but I highly do suggest you do get your license. I can always tell when someone is serious in my coaching sessions when after I mention you should get your real estate license, they start to, get uncomfortable because a lot of people think that becoming a real estate transaction coordinator is almost like this overnight job, like an admin or front desk job that you can just apply for, do, collect your check, go home, and call it a day. No, this is a very time-consuming job. You're responsible for many details and intricate intricate dates and there's so many people involved and a lot of money involved that you're a part of a team that manages this in order for us to get from contract to close and making sure we're doing it in compliance. So having your educational background, whether it's your real estate license or a certification, or maybe you've taken a course, just to properly take the proper channels in order to succeed in this industry, it'll really help you not just today, but in the long run. Because not only do you stand out, but there are many benefits to having your license as well, such as adding more skills as a TC, which you can then upcharge and charge higher. I won't even get into pricing today, but just know that having your real estate license or certification will definitely bump you up in a lot of job application processes versus if you don't. And if I know you've taken the proper channels to educate yourself and to take this next career step, this next career phase in your life, and to take the next steps seriously, then of course I'm going to take you seriously and trust you more than someone that could potentially be starting from scratch. But I also know that this is not a cheap investment, but I will say it is worth it. And I'm not an accountant, but it could also be a tax write-off. Again, having the proper education really solidifies you as someone that is serious and ready to show up and be put into the game. One other thing to note about getting educated and taking certain courses and being certified is you do not have to be licensed, certified, or take courses to become a real estate transaction coordinator. You do not. But it does solidify you and put you in a more advanced position versus not having the education. But just know that the only state that has a certified program to become a TC is California. And even then, they aren't really teaching you the ins and outs of how to run a business or the ins and outs of how to audit a file or market yourself. So just be wary and understand that you're not getting everything all at once. Although you are spending a lot of money, you're still not getting everything that you should get, which is why you should subscribe to this channel, because this is where I break it all down and give you the keys, okay? I'm also looking at my notes, so bear with me because I don't want to miss anything for you guys. I want to make sure I'm giving you guys all the game as much as possible. But like I said, we can get on the call if necessary. When it comes to taking courses online, because you can Google transaction coordinator courses, there are so many. And as this job becomes more popular because of people like myself that are doing more content and the concept of working from home, having remote jobs being more dominant nowadays and very appealing and attractive, the competition is going to be fierce, which is why I say to get your license and to get certified, but also do your due diligence when it comes to taking someone's course, because most of these courses are put together by just a random person like myself that took everything we knew and put it in a course, which is fine. But like I said, do your own research, do your own due diligence, and try to vet them as much as possible. Read the reviews, see how quickly they respond to your emails and questions, see if they're rude, if they're kind. Take all of that into consideration. And if you want to ask me if I know anything about them, because I don't vouch or promote anything on this platform unless I've used them, unless I've used the service or know the person directly and they've given me an inside look into what they're selling, because I don't want to just attach my name or my brand or my business to anything and then you all come back complaining to me saying that they scammed you or ripped you off. Okay? So do your own research, do your own due diligence, and remember, I am a resource in this industry that can help you and that wants to help you. Okay? This is why I'm giving you guys all this free game, because I want to put you on the right path towards success in the real estate industry. But last thing, going back to education. When I was working my 9 to 5 and sitting at my desk every day, just miserable, not knowing how I was going to get out of that situation, not knowing when I was going to get out of that situation, and if I was even worthy of getting out of that situation. But every day I would go into that office the year before I actually finally took that leap of faith and quit and wonder, there has to be more to life than just pushing papers every day. What is it going to take, God? What do I have to do? And instead of staying on that same hamster wheel that I was on every single day for almost 15 years, I decided, let me just get off. If my skills are in the real estate industry and if I'm meant to be in this industry for any reason, although I want to quit, I want to try something new, but if real estate is for me, then I'm going to get my real estate license and I'm going to get the certification through the California Association of Realtors and then see what happens from there. And I kid you not, maybe 10 months after I got my real estate license, opportunities, people started contacting me because I had an updated LinkedIn. And another pro tip, update your profiles, update your LinkedIn's, Indeed.coms, etc. Anywhere where there's job postings, update your profiles. But the moment I aligned myself with my goals and my dreams and my desires and was so convicted that I wasn't going to let anyone or no amount of money stop me, was when the opportunity started to align for me. And then 2 months later, I quit my job and have been doing this solo for 7 years. So if you don't do the thing to get to the thing, if you don't take the risk, if you don't do the research, if you don't have a plan, then you're always going to be stuck in the same place. And if you're doing this strictly for money, you will always be miserable because it takes a lot to get out of bed and push myself to do this each and every day when no money is coming in, when a lot of money is coming in, and then the bills are just sucking it right back up. And then I got to start this process all over again. It's because it's all on me. And if I don't want to go back to a 9 to 5, I have to keep showing up, whether it's here in my inbox and replying back. So really take that to heart. And again, education, education, education. All right, we are going to kind of breeze through the next 6 because I gave you guys a lot in number 1, which was education, education, education. But for the next 6, I'm just going to give you a brief overview of what I think should entail from these suggestions. And then we can discuss them again on a one-on-one or just join my group TC community, become a member, and join my live streams that I have every week. So let's go. Become an intern or assistant for a realtor, a broker, or another TC. This is a great way to get your feet wet. If you're not pressed for cash, I suggest you do this. Collect all of your skills and knowledge and curiosities into one really cohesive resume or cover page of some sorts, and contact as many TCs in your area, in your local city, state, or wherever you plan on servicing, because every city and every state operates differently in real estate, down to the city, county, state, different disclosures, different compliances. So you don't want to assume California and New York are the same, because they're not. But think about getting your feet wet by offering your services either in the evenings, on the weekends, to another real estate professional. Ask them as much information as possible. Start networking, building your roster, building your community, building your network. And again, building your business acumen as well as your real estate knowledge as you're interning and learning from them. And you never know, it may result in a promotion of sorts and you become a TC full time. Number 3, apply for a job. Simple, right? But full transparency, the market can be short of openings, but turn your notifications on, keep your profiles up to date, keep your business experience up to date. Like I said, education, keep educating yourself, interning, and building your experience in the background. And as you continue to grow your network and build your network and get your feet wet and get your first gigs, most of your business will come from referrals. So keep that in mind. But it doesn't hurt to apply for a job, whether it's a part-time in-house, maybe there's some remote work, whatever the case. Always be searching, always be looking, and just send the applications out. They'll either reply or they don't. Shoot, I still apply for jobs on Indeed and LinkedIn all the time. So there's no shame in my game, because real estate can be fickle. I'll tell you that much. And you got to be smart with your money. That's going to be probably our next upcoming series of vlogs, the financial side of real estate. Let me know if you guys want that in the comments. Hit me with some dollar signs in the comments. Number 4, start your own company. Honestly, I only suggest people start their own company if you're one of the people that either have your real estate license or are in the process of getting your real estate license or plan on getting your real estate license within the next 6 months to a year. Because if you are serious about the job and the responsibilities and the fiduciary duties that come with being a TC and come with being on this team and making sure that you're getting that deal closed and in compliance and audited and secured before close of escrow. Because remember, this is someone's livelihood. This is, I mean, yours as well, but remember, this is the biggest purchase of this person's life or the biggest sale of this person's life. And you don't know what they're going through on the other end. And you are responsible for this. Not to mention, you're responsible for you. And because this is a very tedious career, a very detail-oriented field, and it could, like I said, very time consuming. If you aren't responsible for you, and if you slack off and have bad time management, or you don't have systems in place and you're disorganized, you're going to fail. You're going to fall on your face and fail. Believe me, this was me my first couple of years in business when I had the most business of my life, but I was the most scattered, disorganized, unserious TC ever. Like, I apologize to all of the TCs, all of the realtors I worked with in the very beginning, because I'll get into my quit story again, the revised version 7 years later in future episodes. But I did not have organizational skills, systems in place, because I came from the 9 to 5 world where a lot of that was just taken care of for me. And I was not good at following up and replying to emails because I was so used to seeing the realtor in person and acknowledging, got it, working on it. And that bit me in the behind. So if you do plan on starting your own company, and this is why I'm creating this content, because I wish I had someone like me telling me this from the jump. But if you are planning on starting your own company, you have to have a plan. You can start from the ground up. I'm not saying it's not possible. But if you're willing to just sacrifice and slow down for your first 6 months to a year and maybe even not make a lot of money, or maybe make the most money you've ever made in your life, I don't know. But what I'm suggesting is you need to show up and show out. Okay? And if you're ready to do that, hit my comments or schedule a call. I'm telling you. Because it's possible. This is all possible. None of this is rocket science. But I just want to make sure you're not caught off guard or blindsided by anything that could possibly happen because you just saw a quick buck could be made from this job. No, this is not what this is about. This is about doing the job correctly. Okay? And also staying out of lawsuits and getting sued. E&O insurance. Google that. Number 5, many TCs are former realtors and or brokers who realize that, they just don't like the sales part of it. It's not a good fit for them. They just saw the big commission and didn't realize how much work actually went into becoming a realtor because, much respect to all the realtors out there that really show up and show out for their clients, for their customers, and that actually care, that aren't just doing it and then outsourcing every single task to someone different. Shout out to those that care. But at the same time, some people just are done with that phase of their life and they want something a little bit more behind the scenes, or maybe they realize that they're more of an introvert versus an extrovert. Or once again, like I said, they're just in a new season of their life and they're looking for something behind the scenes, more administrative. And that's how most TCs who were once realtors transitioned into this field. So if that's you, consider it. And also, don't forget to market. You got to tell people what you do and that you're transitioning. How else are people going to know? And how are you going to get business? Again, another topic for a future episode. Marketing. That's a whole beast in itself. I could probably do 800 videos on that alone. Okay, let's get into number 6. Do you know a realtor? I feel like everyone knows a family member, a friend, a neighbor, a relative, an ex-girlfriend's cousin, sister, brother that has their real estate license and is a practicing realtor. And that's an advantage that most people don't realize is an advantage, because now you have you have an insider, you have someone that you can connect with and start building your network, or at least start asking questions. What does it take? What made you get into real estate? You know, become interested in their career without it being so self-serving. Because if you haven't spoken to this person in a long time, you don't want to just abruptly reach out to them like, hey, I'm a TC now. Do you need help? Build a rapport. This is all a part of marketing and networking and communication, right? But it's great to have an insider, because they can tell you, this is how I got my job. This is who the TC is here at the office. Maybe she needs an assistant. Maybe she needs an intern, or maybe he has an agency and is hiring new TCs and offers free training. You just never know. But find out who in your inner circle, because like I said, we'll get into marketing and all of that in future topics, but think about your close inner circle first, and then a little bit outside of that close network, coworkers, neighbors, coffee shops, but start with family and friends. Who knows who? And then start planting your seeds as you go. It's that simple. And finally, number 7, work with me. I may not be able to give you a job, but I can coach you through everything I just mentioned, 1 through 6 and beyond, and get you on the right path. Give you the insight, give you the tools, the keys, the templates, the checklists. I'm giving it all away. I don't want it. 20 years of experience. There's no need in me hoarding this information. There's no need in me gatekeeping any of this information. I mean, I still have to eat. So you will have to, we'll talk about the financial aspect of these things, but overall, I do just want to help you. I want to get you on the right path. I want to answer your questions. This industry can be very dog eat dog. It can be, or you could be in a room full of vultures and not even know it. So you need to be able to discern through some of that BS. You need to be able to hold your own ground and have boundaries. You need to know how to communicate. You need to know how to say no. You need to know how to take a vacation, how to celebrate your wins. There's so much that goes into this that is beyond just having a piece of paper saying, hey, I'm a licensed agent now. But then what do? I've seen so many people in my 20 years of experience come into this industry ambitious, ready to work. They're going to make the big bucks. And out of that handful of people that come through those doors, only a couple survive and stay for the long haul. The rest give up. And I see it in their face, like they shouldn't give up. They just didn't have the proper guidance or tools or people in their corner encouraging them. Sometimes you just need a little confirmation, affirmation, encouragement. A simple, you got this, you're ready for this, goes a long way. I guarantee it. Sometimes in my life, I've needed that. I just needed someone to reassure me and say, no, you got this, you're ready. And I've had plenty of coaching sessions with people that have said everything that they've done so far, what they have in the pipeline, but they just don't think they're ready. And I'm like, no. I've seen what ready looks like, and you're way beyond ready. So let's connect. Even if, let's just get on a discovery call and just talk shop real quick, because sometimes it could be lonely also. And getting to know someone in this industry is an important part in you feeling confident and having the courage to call that next big client, call that top producer, get your real estate license, whatever it takes, okay? I am a resource. I want to be a vessel and help you through this. And if that resonates with you, and if you find that valuable, visit transactioncare.com. All of this information will be in the description of this video. And I hope you made it this far into the video, because I get excited talking about this stuff, because I really am passionate about helping others and making sure that they're getting the proper information, because there's so much bad info out there and people putting high price tags, thousands of dollars, setting you up, leaving you to fail, to buy their coaching programs, and then just for you to come back and set up a free discovery call with me and get all your answers in 20 minutes for free. I'm not playing no games this year in 2025 and beyond. So just visit transactioncare.com, hit that subscribe button, and we'll take it from there. That's all I got for this topic. I know it was kind of long-winded, but like I said, I'm passionate about this stuff and I want to give you as much free game as possible. Okay, guys? New vlogs every week, every Wednesday at 8 a.m. Turn your notifications on so you know exactly when they drop. You could start your midweek off with some motivation, inspiration. I got you. Okay? With that said, my name is Lillian Hernandez, but you can call me Lily, and this is Transaction Care. And until the next episode, care for yourself, care for your wealth. Your time is worth it. Let's coordinate. Talk soon. If you liked what you watch, then you'll love this video right here. Go on and click on that box. Yeah, that one. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you again for watching.